Oh, good, a network error. Just what I always wanted! Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Hello, guys. Welcome to another stream of Star Trek 25th Anniversary. I am Gina, aka the Gina Chu, and I am excited to jump back in. I am just changing the info, updating the stream info. There we go. Beautiful, fantastic, lovely. Hello, hello. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. I like the other layout more too, but the problem with it is that the bottom bar is so thick. Like, you see the bottom bar here is really nice and thin. It doesn't get in the way of the gameplay. I feel like the bigger one is going to get in the way of the gameplay. You know what I mean? If otherwise, I would much prefer that other layout because I think it's beautiful. But, yeah, hello everybody. We are here for some Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Just did my very first makeup stream. We did that for like half an hour. If it looks like I have dirt on my face, it is because I decided that, whenever somebody subscribes to me here on the channel, that they can pick a piece of makeup to put on me, and Shelties was kind enough to sub, and so she decided to pick a highlighter color that is way too dark for my complexion and tell me to put it on. So now it looks like I have dirt on my face, and Shelties is very pleased with herself. But that's okay, because that's all I want out of life, is for you guys to be pleased with yourselves. I have no idea. This may be really loud. I thought that I fixed this. We may have to mess with the sound. Let me know if it's too loud. Give me a second to adjust as we start up the game. I may have to adjust some stuff. And we love all this crazy stuff as DOSBox tries to adjust to life. Okay. I should wear it every single stream. It's perfect for me. Troll. Okay. So this is the first mission. I gotta get into the areas, you know, so that we can,
Though the Enterprise is prime...
Captain Patterson...
The Republic...
I also forgot to get my controls for this game up and running. Where are my controls? Totally unprepared and covered in makeup that's not good for my skin tone. It's horrible. It's a horrible idea to give Shelts that kind of power over the face cam, says Epitaph. I agree, but if it puts a smile on your face, that's all that matters to me, because I just want you guys to enjoy yourselves. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So, this is... It's a horrible idea to give you power over everything, Shelties. Yes, that's why I made you my stream mod. Help. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is Mission 6, that old devil moon. So, we are now in the Alpha Proxima system. We have beamed down. So, we need to figure out what is going on here. I kind of forgot the storyline. Whoops, it's been too long, but these tend to be shorter streams, so I figured it would be perfect to put like after the makeup stream. So yeah, so let's just do it. All right, so we're here on a moon. It looks like some kind of a planet or something. We have a door here. Never want to approach a door or anything in this game without checking it out.
As expected, Captain, the source of power emanations lies beyond that door.
It's an
Power
asteroid,
source that
right?
has lasted millennia and endured major catastrophes. That's fascinating, Mr. Spock.
Do you have Vulcan blood, Ensign?
No, sir.
Are you sure? Yeah, alright, so what about this thing?
Scotty, report on the transporter problem.
No change, Captain. Although why it happened is about as clear as a foggy night in Glasgow.
Let me know if things change. Kirk out.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Okay, okay.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
I want to see what we can figure out about the planets. Or this
The rocks have a high quantity of triphosphorus silver in them.
The red shirts must be sacrificed, says Pololo. Blood must spill. Blood for the blood god, says Epitaph. Here we go again with blood for the blood god. You know what? If it wouldn't crash this game, I wouldn't add that as a... Remind me to add that as a command when we're done with stream. Remind me. I'm just gonna make a blood command so that you guys can just scream blood for the blood god. Alright. I guess we should try to touch it.
Captain, I'm afraid we got a wee problem here.
Oh no.
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Okay, so, our backup plan is fucked. We're fucked. Yeah. Send the red shit to touch anything you don't understand, says Pololo. Yeah, surely. Alright, let's look around.
A lens sits above the doorway, but is it mere decoration?
Doubt it.
It looks like some sort of display panel.
Okay.
This is a keypad that looks functional.
Okay. Alright, so let's,
Working display panel, Captain. There is power running to the keypad.
Okay.
This appears to be a dust-covered lens of some sort.
It's dust covered, alright. They haven't been out here cleaning it.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Okay. Come on, Spock, don't fail me now. Excuse me, exactly what code might you be referring to? We don't have a code.
That did not seem to work, Captain. Perhaps we should try a number that had some significance to them. Remember, they were very superstitious.
They were very superstitious. Oh, God. Oh, God. Six should be okay.
Spock, see what you can do with that
People
lock.
are giving me suggestions. I'll try those first.
That did not seem to work, Captain. Perhaps we should try a
Why
number.
did it not show
Spock,
anything?
see what you can do with it.
Okay. I used the numpad and it just acted like I put in spaces. So let me actually try the numbers.
That did not seem to work, Captain. Perhaps we should try a number that had some significance to them. Remember, they were very superstitious.
Yeah, was it 3s? I don't know. Let me look it up. Because I forgot. What kind of a code is that? Okay, I just looked up the code and I don't understand why that is the thing. Also, and only because I saw this in the walkthrough am I going to do it just to save myself time, but apparently there's...
You failed to obtain...
a rock I'm supposed to get?
You retrieve a rock.
Things that I have no idea how you're supposed to know you're supposed to do that. So apparently, the code...
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Let me see if I can figure out why it's this way. I have no idea. But the code is 10-200. I can't remember why they were suspicious of, like, why that played into their superstition. Let me see if we can figure that out. The old double meaning. Locals have several sacred numbers in their culture and that they use a base 3 number system. I remember that. One of the significant numbers in their culture is 99. "99 is the code to the door. You need to convert it into base 3. If you're not adept at base conversion, read ahead. The number you need is 10-200. That's so weird. So I need to convert numbers into base 3. I'm terrible at that, so you guys will need to help me. So you guys are going to be like my rock here. Alright, so 10-200. It's apparently 99 in base 3.
Ah, that worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
Yeah, I deduced that. I'm great. I'm great.
A security lock, Captain. A security lock, Captain. A security lock, Captain.
There's nothing there no appreciable cosmic radiation damage. Yet. There's nothing there
Oh, that's not good. Radiation. I remember that being an issue too, actually. Well, I don't know if this is necessarily made for kids, quote unquote.
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a killed in a blast furnace, Captain.
Oh, good!
Wait a minute. Lieutenant Uhura has some news for you.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
Nice.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern. We are attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates
Oh,
me.
Keep working
McCoy!
at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
Oh, McCoy! Okay,
The interior of the security lock is unremarkable and well preserved.
okay, what is this?
The interior of the This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years.
Right.
Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door. This keypad is fully functional and controls the door. Its entry code is in base 3.
Okay.
Spock, see what you can do with this.
Let's see if we can figure out a clue as to what this is.
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. Codename Psi. This
Okay.
base has been operational for the past week. It has completed one successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%.
Oh.
I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtree.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucas built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucas as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet. One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Good question.
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there.
Yeah.
If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Spock is right, Bones.
Yeah.
Spock, what are the chances that we can decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Oh, shut up.
1.327 million to 1. Provided the archaeological studies about Lucas languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down.
Okay, so we need to get in here.
Spock, see what you can do.
The console report welcomes 22 Doctor.
It says the base.
If the loop there is a Softs, one Soft, given the damp because its transmission.
Jim, let's
The
return
only
to the
thing
ship.
that stands out to me as far as what the code could be
Spock, see what you can do with this.
No.
The console welcome to
22
Doctor.
It says
If the Lucas there is a Softs, one Soft strike.
The numbers that it gave us.
Its transmission.
Jim, let's
Doctor, this moon.
Spock is
in trinary or
Spock.
1.3.
Okay. The only thing that says is that their rate of success was 22 out of 100. So what's 22 in base 3? I could probably look it up. Epitaph says 211. Alright, so let's try 211.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
Let's try 211 and see if I'm right.
That did not work, Captain.
Ooh.
It is probable this lock also uses a number of some significance.
Okay, what about 88? $10,021.
Spock, see what you can do.
That did not work, Captain. It is probable this lock also uses a number of some significance.
Let's see if Google can help me. Base 3 conversion tool. Oh, that will help. No, I did this wrong. $211. Weird. Twerk and maybe it'll open. Alright, let's see if I can look it up. It's 122. What number is that? Hold on. Makes no sense to me.
Spock, see what you can do with that lock.
That's so weird.
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word scythe in the Lucre's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know that, game? Holy shit, alright.
Captain, we have a cure for the computer virus.
Well done, Uhura.
I modified Ctrl-C to exclusively attack the Lucre virus. They annihilated each other, Captain.
That's not how
Fascinating,
computer
Lieutenant.
viruses work, but it's
The Klingons aren't going to be happy to learn that they helped us. How about the phasers and tractor beams?
We may get the tractor beams online in time, Captain. I'm afraid even the backup phaser transmission codes were affected. We could destroy some missiles manually, but if this complex decides to launch more than 10 missiles at a time...
Understood. The ball is in our court. We'll give it our best shot. Kirk out.
Okay.
This door is made from remarkably dense alloys. Even our most powerful phaser rifle or welder would not be able to penetrate it.
Okay.
The thing must be almost as tough as a starship hull.
Indeed, Ensign, and considerably thinner. A remarkable achievement in metallurgical engineering. Nothing to report, Captain.
There's nothing there requiring... All readings are normal. The structure seems to be protecting us from the cosmic rays.
Cool. Okay. Let's look around. Because this is showing...
Although centuries old, these lights still provide illumination for this complex. This door appears to be very solid. This doorway leads to another area of the complex.
Okay, the door is not doable. Oh.
Can't say I like the decor.
The Lucres did not leave behind many examples of their architecture.
I can see why.
Alrighty, we have a lot to look at here.
The drill is unremarkable.
It's a drill,
except
okay.
its aiming component is corroded and frozen in place.
Okay, we may need to
A
uncorrode
storage
that.
box of some kind. I detect no dangerous substances. These are display panels for the laser drill. They are still functional. These are display...
Spock, why don't you check out those laser drill controls?
Laser setting 001, 10, 100. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't ask you to do that. Nobody asked you to do that.
A closed box sits on the floor. This is an ancient laser drill.
Spock, why don't you check out...
I have no idea. Let's try laser setting 10.
There is nothing at the moment for me to... Spock, why don't you check out...
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before it may perform this operation.
Oh.
You look but see nothing of note.
Alright, how about we...
Unlike the surface rocks, the ore here is unremarkable. A storage box of some kind.
There's nothing there requiring... There's nothing there requiring... There's nothing there requiring... All readings are normal. The structure...
There's probably some tiny little item somewhere.
There is nothing at the moment for me to...
Circuits and atmosphere pumps are hidden in the walls. My fingers are too large to fit into the slot.
My fingers don't fit, Jim. We're safe from the cosmic radiation, Jim.
I don't think my phaser will do a lot of good, sir.
I wanted you to just stick your finger in there and see if I could kill you somehow that way. That was my question. Okay. So there's got to be something in this room. I can't grab what's in the box. Alright, let's see what's inside.
This box contains old wire and connectors. A length of wire with some sort of connector at each end.
Okay, so we have a wire. The question now is, where can we use this wire?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, I'm looking to see whatever is clickable here.
Nothing
Can we use
happens.
the rocks here?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Sometimes there's like little things in like, you know, areas that you don't think about. We're not having the red shirt stand in front of the drill, although I bet you that is a way to kill him.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Ah, I figured maybe we would have to put these in there.
The panel is undamaged.
Very odd, Captain. There was a power surge to the panel just after the rock struck it. Probably 3 kAg dust getting into the slot.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
This panel has a slot in it rather than a keypad. The slot bears traces of triphosphorate silver, and power is currently running to it. I am recording the pattern of this lock into my tricorder. Captain, with the 3 kAg content of the surface rocks and the tricorder scan of the pattern inside the lock, I believe the laser drill can be used to fashion the ID card needed to open this door.
Cool. So does that mean that if I bring you back over here, you'll know what to put in now? Because that would be super neat.
Spock, why don't you check out?
Captain, the machine requests the proper coordinates before.
There is nothing at the moment from me to... There is nothing at the moment from me to... Spock, why don't you check out those lasers?
Alright, let's try the other ones then, now that we...
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I tried putting the rocks on the rocks. I don't have the rocks anymore. Oh, I do still have the rocks. Can we use the rocks for
Nothing happens.
To make
Nothing
the ID
happens.
card?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing
Yeah,
happens.
like, it's not saying nothing happens, it's just not doing anything. Alright, let's try this. Let's see.
Spock, why don't you check out?
Let's see exactly where these lasers hit. Right there. Okay. Well, let me put it there. Alright, let's see.
Nothing happens.
Spock, why don't you check out those...
Same place. I don't think it's a bug. Let's see. Well, I shouldn't speak too soon, honestly. Use the science tricorder on the right wall. Answer with number 3. Okay, so I have to use the third thing first, but I don't know where to get... It says to use the tricorder on this.
I used the key card pattern scanned from the lock to program.
I had
the
to
drill.
use it. I had to
should now be
scan
able
it
to
a
make
second
template
time.
Of the key card in the rock.
Sometimes this game gets really finicky.
Spock, why don't you check it?
Alright. There we go. There we go. There we go, queens! Okay, now we should be able to get him to do it again. How about you move out of the way so I don't accidentally zap you? Because I'm not that stupid today.
Spock, why don't you check out those lasers?
Too high a setting, Captain. The laser drill.
Oh. Oh, shit. I fucked it up. Okay. Well, the solution is simple enough. I'm just gonna go get more rocks. I probably have to go with the middle one then.
You fail to obtain anything. You retrieve a rock.
Easy enough. Let me save first this time.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Just in case I fuck it up again, but I'm pretty sure the middle one is gonna have to be it because the smaller one's gonna be not enough. away again.
Spock, why don't you check out those...
There we go. We should now have a key card. Beautiful. Alrighty, we are in, ladies and gentlemen.
Save new game. Replay.
Let's go.
This appears to be the brain of Scythe. There are two identical but isolated computers that communicate with a third, which controls the launch of missiles.
Okay. We need to be very careful here, I would think.
This computer directly controls the missile launch system. There is no way to interface with it directly, but the other two computers are accessible.
Right.
This computer is functional and performing an average 0.75 million operations per second. This computer is functional and performing an average 1.2 million operations per second.
Okay, so this one's 0.75 and that one's 0.2.
Mr. Spock, why don't you take a look at those computers?
Let's see what Spock can do.
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit. Estimated time to optimal launch range is 1.31 hours adjusted.
Mr. Spock, why don't you take a look?
Welcome to Side.
Mr. Spock, why don't you take a look at...
Let's see if the other one looks any different. Hey, Chuck McGee, what's going on? How are you?
Welcome to
Look at my makeup swatches.
Estimated time to optimal launch range
It's great.
is 3.21 hours adjusted.
Captain, something is wrong with the computers.
Yeah, that one's
They
working
may
faster
be
than
twins,
the other.
but they are not identical.
It appears they are out of sync, Captain.
Yes.
I have to assume the Alpha unit has a virus, which is using up an incredible amount of computing time.
They report different optimum launch times, which is right.
Given the elliptical orbit and the range at which they will pass Proxtree, the Omega unit is correct, but the window is very narrow. A variation of minutes will mean the missiles run out of fuel and fall harmlessly into the sun.
That sounds like what
Can you
we want to
reprogram
do.
the Lucas computer to give us that time, Mr. Spock?
Reprogramming an old alien computer is not simple, Captain. The odds against success are 10,221 to 1 against.
Too bad all Omega here couldn't just take a sick day and miss the firing.
Because the two machines are isolated.
You can definitely watch
the
it on
virus
VOD,
does not
but I can
spread
show
from
them to you
one
too.
To the other.
If we could only bridge them.
Oh, if we could only bridge them! Wow! We have wire. Once we're done with this mission, I can show them to you.
The connector snaps into place.
I don't know what that was, but I'm afraid we're going to die.
Save
So I'm
new
gonna
game.
save my.
Too many games saved.
I'm
Save
gonna
replace
save
previous.
my game again. Please don't kill me.
Mr. Spock, why don't you take a look at them?
Welcome to Side Operations Center, Omega Unit.
The launched missiles will run out of fuel before they reach Proxtree. They will drift into the sun and burn up.
Excellent.
Kirk to Enterprise, how are the transporters, Scotty?
They're operational again, Captain. We're ready to bring
I
you
wasn't
back
talking
at
to you,
any time.
ALEXA.
Bring us home.
I stopped the missiles and I didn't die. I'm glad. I'll show you what I got.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Proxima 3 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points.
I did it
A
again,
perfect
bitch!
mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Hard to believe that Earth came so close to the brink itself.
Vulcans 2. Both, in the end, looked into the abyss and came to the only logical conclusion.
Logic? Humans? I'm dreaming, Jim.
Sometimes it is harder and braver to make peace rather than war.
I agree.
Sounds like emotion had its part to play in a positive sense, too.
I don't know about you, but I'd like to bid an emotional goodbye to Alpha Proxima myself.
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Sulu.
Alright, we've got one more mission, and then we're done with this game. So we're definitely gonna, I would say, probably beat it today.
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Captain's log. We are arriving at the last known position of the USS Republic, which reported that
When
it
we're
was
done
under
with this
attack
mission,
12
I'll show
hours
off the
ago.
makeup again.
Captain, the ship's sensors have picked up what appears to be a starship. Minimal life support, minimal engine power, and only 2 life forms, one on the bridge, the other in sickbay. Both appear to be gravely injured. It is the Republic.
Okay. Do I think they will hit the kill everything
Spock, come
button
with
at
me.
some point?
Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Oh,
I am preparing an information packet for Starfleet. Shall I send it or wait for you to return?
Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24. Wait until we get back. No sense giving Starfleet incomplete information. If anyone else arrives, beam us aboard and raise shields immediately. Send it now. If a hostile ship arrives, head immediately for Starbase 24.
what do you think we should do now, guys? Should we send them information now, or should we wait? Because it's incomplete. Make my life choices for me. We may die a horrible death. Let's do it. You can see, though, Drunk McGee, that I have some really great highlighter on my face that doesn't match my skin tone. Because Shelties gave me a sub, so I said you could pick some makeup to put on my face, and she picked the one that doesn't work for my skin tone because she's a troll. Okay, so Drunk McGee says go, so I assume that means ship it now. To send it now. Epitaph says shoot a red shirt out of the cannons to scout. Not an option in this particular situation. It's fantastic. Alright, we'll send it now. Unless you have something to add, Palolo? I see you saying, what do we do? I'm so excited. Just send it. Okay, we're gonna send it. This is probably gonna be the wrong choice, knowing me.
My God, Jim, what kind of butcher would do something like this?
I don't know, Bones. We're too far from the Klingon and Romulan borders for it to be one of their ships.
Enterprise to Captain Kirk.
Kirk here. What is it, Scott?
We picked up a distress signal. It appears a trading vessel is having a wee bit of trouble with their warp drive. What condition is the Republic in?
It's a mess, Scotty. Life support's functioning, but that's about it.
I've done a primary scan of the Republic's systems. Main and auxiliary power is out. Life support is stable. I also read that communications are operable.
Should we beam you back, Captain?
Do the sensors read any other ships in the sector?
Besides the trade vessel, this sector is clear,
The
sir.
vessel!
Mr. Scott, we will continue
The nuclear
here. Assist the
vessels.
trade ship and return here. If we need assistance, we'll contact you.
You sure you'll be all right, Captain?
Yes, Scotty, just don't take too long. Kirk out. Well, gentlemen, let's see if we can re-establish power.
Jim, don't forget. There's another survivor on board. We've got to find him.
Yes, we must. Shelty says, send it a barrel of wine and a sacrificial person for them to eat. It's a red shirt we should kill. We don't need any vessels. We need the nuclear vessels. The vessels. The vessels. Alright, let's see what's going on over
Captain,
here.
records indicate that this ship was attacked by a Constitution-class starship.
Any idea of which one it was?
I am reading a record of a transponder signal, NCC 1701. It's the Enterprise, Captain.
Someone must have tampered with the computer records.
May I remind you, Doctor, that the main computer of a Constitution-class starship has safeguards against such an intrusion. Furthermore, I do not see any discrepancies in any of the files that I am able to access.
Oh, somebody's framing my ass!
There are no more computer entries accessible from this station. My tricorder has picked up the final entry of the Republic.
We're under attack. Our sensors are inoperative. We're trying to get shields up. Our rear deflector's down. It appears our enemy is a Constitution-class starship. We've tried to defend ourselves. We've hailed them, but no response.
That's all there is, Captain.
Dick Patterson was never one for making long speeches.
Oh.
Nothing to report, Captain.
That's not good.
Tricorder readings indicate that the ship is running on minimal battery power. Only life support and essential systems are currently running.
Fuck.
They're dead, Jim. All of them. They're dead, Jim. All of them. We're too late. This man must have died just a few moments ago.
Oh,
Can you bring him back?
Punctured lung, nerve damage, brain damage, fractured arm and ribs. It's a miracle he lasted as long as he did. He's not coming back, Jim.
That was the survivor then, wasn't it?
They're dead, Jim. All of them.
Fuck. Well, fuck me in the anus. What is this? Oh. Huh. Oh. I didn't realize there were places I could check. Oh, I didn't realize.
There's nothing more I can do.
The debris is blocking the turbolift doors. There is far too much debris to be cleared by hand. This door leads to sickbay.
Okay. No, I think it was like a select screen of where to go in the ship, but I couldn't figure out how to actually select anything. Well, we needed to find this guy, this people anyway. Alright, there's the survivor.
He's dead, Jim. I can't bring him back.
Here's the survivor.
I can't believe it. That's Brittany Murata. I knew her from my academy days.
Oh, wow.
We studied alien history together.
That's not gonna get annoying, by the way, just so we're all aware. Definitely not.
She's suffering from severe trauma and internal bleeding. I'll see what I can do.
Do what you can, Bones. I need to find out what happened here.
Alright, well, you do that.
She's in bad shape, Jim. I've tried to stabilize her, but it doesn't look good. She's in bad shape, Jim.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report.
This is an empty hypodermic injector.
Nothing to report, Captain.
What was in
There's
here?
nothing there requiring...
You pick up the empty hypodermic injector. You retrieve the medical drill. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
That will accomplish nothing, Jim.
Okay.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Alright, it doesn't seem like I can do anything else here. Brittany looks hungover. One too
Well,
many
gentlemen,
margaritas,
let's see if we can
says
re-establish
Paloma.
power.
Does it say we can establish power? Oh, okay. Transporter room, weapons bay, engineering, sick bay, auxiliary control bridge. Okay, I guess you would want to go to engineering.
This turbo lift cannot reach that area of the ship.
Okay. Would it be auxiliary control? Oh, that's a red shirt death waiting to happen right over there.
Yet another crewman of the Republic whose life was unfairly abbreviated.
Tricorder indicates that the panel is currently sealed by Federation standard molecular bonding cement. Readings of the door indicate a jam in the gear mechanism.
Okay.
The vent is far too small for any one of us to fit through. It is also blocked 0.3 meters inside the duct.
Again, a sound that's not going to get annoying.
There's nothing there. They're dead, Jim. All of them. There's nothing there There's nothing there
You fail to obtain anything. The panel has been fastened shut with some kind of sealant.
A drill?
The drill easily breaks through the seal of the panel.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah, bitch!
The panel opens easily.
Do the usual sacrifice so the Twitch gods let us survive another hour? What do you mean? You want me to kill a red shirt, or are you asking for like a stretchy moment of us stretching? I should take my pill, by the way. And my alarm's about to go off, and when it does, I'm actually going to take a quick, like, 2-minute break.
A knot of debris is jamming the gear mechanism. You fail to obtain... The debris is jammed in too tight.
Okay. I doubt we can...
Nothing happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna save here because I'm about to try my stun
new game.
laser.
Replace.
And I might do something stupid.
That may not be wise, Captain. It could damage the entire door assembly in its weakened condition.
He looks at you with a puzzled expression.
He's too dumb for me to kill him off. Alright, hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna do that to get rid of the noise. Get up, stretch, get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack. I will be back in just 1 moment. I'm back. And I hurt myself. Blood for the blood god. Alright. So...
Nothing happens. The drill is not powerful enough to cut through the debris.
Initial scans show that the gear mechanism is currently jammed with metallic debris.
I may need something from another area of the ship that I haven't gotten yet. So let's... You're already on the bridge.
This turbo lift.
Okay.
Turbo lift access is blocked by an extremely high radiation level.
Well, that's not good.
This turbo lift.
Okay. So either there was something we missed in the sick bay or there was something we missed here.
The controls have been totally destroyed, undoubtedly due to circuit overloads caused by the battle.
Mama Shelty says, high radiation levels, send in the red shirt. This poor red shirt.
The debris is blocking the turbo. There is far too much debris to be cleared by hand.
Maybe we can zap it?
Captain, using the stun setting is most illogical.
Okay.
Captain, it would be unwise to use...
There we go.
Captain, the support beam for the ceiling is damaged here. There will be no way to safely clear out the debris without a replacement.
Denied land. Hopefully can we grab something out of this debris?
The debris is blocking the... There is far too much...
Captain, the support beam for...
We're just gonna have infinite items falling here.
The debris is highly unstable, Captain. I recommend we try to find a support of some kind to secure the ceiling.
Okay. She's not looking good.
Seeing Brittany in this condition stirs you on to find the culprits responsible for this injustice. Nothing happens.
That will accomplish enough. She's in bad shape.
She's probably gonna die.
You fail to obtain any...
This turbo lift. That may not be... Captain, it would be unwise to use your phaser considering the already extensive damage. Captain, it would be unwise.
Nothing happens.
Alright, let's go to the bridge. Can I find anything to prop?
The support beam is still attached to the hull.
Yep.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Captain, these phasers are not configured for fine cutting. Captain, these phasers are not...
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Alright, so we're still missing something. I'm not gonna go crazy. Okay. Really? Okay. This is another one of those cases of, wait a minute, that's an item? So apparently... I don't even know where this is. This is a saw.
You retrieve the molecular saw.
Soulseeker! Hello! Please feel free to ask a question. How can I help you? Alley Cat, hello, you saw that. See, I'm terrible. I because nobody has this yet. But I'm gonna spam it for you guys. It's the reason why I made... Are you just not gonna give me... Here we go. Not gonna give me sub icons? Hello, computer. Thank you. That's the reason why this is one of my sub icons. If you sub in the $9.99 tier, you can spam that whenever I'm too stupid to see things. It's a thing that happens. Okay, we're gonna go back to the bridge. We're gonna grab this saw. We're gonna saw this bitch off.
The molecular saw easily cuts through the beam, separating it from the hull.
And I bet that'll also get rid of the...
It's a little heavy, but you manage it.
I bet you that'll help us get through that other thing too, but... If stormtroopers always miss and red shirts always die, who wins in a fight? That's a good question. Epitaph says the stormtroopers because they only miss main characters.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
There you go. Alright, now let's blast this shit to smithereens.
The ceiling appears stable. We should now be able to use Turbo Lift 2, Captain.
Okay, so is that going to bring us to the transporter room? Beautiful. This is a fucking mess.
It appears to be a section from a coolant exhaust port. I would not recommend too close of an inspection, Captain. The floor could collapse.
Hey, Chuck McGee, thank you so much for the bits, my dear. I love your face. Thank you.
There's nothing there required.
A large piece of equipment has fallen through the ceiling. The area looks extremely unstable. Fortunately, the entry to the transporter room is near.
Ah, that's what I wanted, was the entry to this. Also, there's a shiny over there. I see that shiny. Hold on. Let me wait for these guys to take stock of this room. I want to go get that shiny.
You fail to obtain any. This corridor leads to. This corridor leads to the.
I see the shiny. Don't act like you don't see it, game. This room kind of looks like in the best shape we've seen so far.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Surprisingly, the transporter controls have escaped damage. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report.
Okay.
Spock, please check out the transporter.
The impulse engines are not generating any power for this system.
There is nothing at the moment.
I fail to see the...
These are the power conduits for the transporter system. You fail to obtain...
We need to get power to the transporter room.
Turbo lift access.
We can also go to engineering.
Captain, I'm picking up a functioning energy source in the immediate vicinity.
They're dead, Jim. All of them.
Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
These ladders are used when turbolifts are unavailable. Unfortunately, it is blocked by debris and a small smoldering fire.
That sucks. Alright, engineering.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain. Captain, this is the fusion mixture regulator for the impulse engines. There is currently no power running to it. This is an engineering circuit junction box. It is used for temporary rerouting of power. Without using one of these devices set to the proper impedance, an overload can occur. Nothing to report. Nothing to report. Nothing to report. The impulse engines are intact, Captain. We could use the fusion reactors from the impulse engines to restore power, but the lines have been severed to the power regulator.
Can we reroute the power lines?
We should be able to, Captain, if we can find a suitable supply of power cable.
Okay.
We will need to route the power through a junction box so we can set an impedance level. A direct connection to the regulator would cause an overload.
Okay. Let's see what's in this bag of goodies here. Probably something useful.
The closet opens, revealing a library of engineering technical journals. You take the engineering technical journals. The oil canister is bolted to the hull and... This is a set of engineering technical journals. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I need some kind of extremely long cable.
This person's dead, Jim.
Alright, so I think where we're gonna go next is I think we're gonna go back to the auxiliary place, because I think this saw might be able to maybe help us get that metal jam out.
This turbo lift cannot reach that area of the ship. Turbo lift access.
I don't have to go back to the transporter room.
This turbo lift cannot.
That's why. You know I know how to get there, game. There's no need to make me go through all that, really.
The saw is too bulky to reach the jammed debris. Nothing happens.
I sawed this boat in half and fixed it with only flex tape.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. That's really the whole point of this entire thing, really. It's a lot of damage.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Fuck. I don't know what to do at this point, to be honest with you guys. Any ideas? Otherwise, I might go look for the next step. Let's see what's going on here. Again, this is another instance of everything and nothing are all clickable at the same time. That cable is the thing that you can interact with.
You've taken the cable.
Also, I realize there's something else that we haven't done. And I hope we still can. Yeah, she's really fading.
No! You won't get us!
Marata, what happened?
They said it was the Enterprise. They had visual confirmation.
What about the Enterprise?
You killed us, Jim.
We were friends.
Oh, stop.
I trusted you.
It wasn't the Enterprise, Murata.
There's nothing more I can do.
Is she dead? Yep, we finally killed her.
There's nothing more I can do.
She did. Yes, she's dead, Jim. Alright, let's see.
Nothing happens.
There we go.
You connect a length of cable between the regulator circuits in the junction box.
Okay.
It is illogical to use this machine before we have something connected to it.
Gonna connect to it. My foot up your ass? We need another wire, huh?
Nothing happens.
I don't know what to do.
A rather large pile of debris.
I'm picking up a high-energy power source somewhere under the debris.
Ah, there's the power
I
source.
recommend caution, Captain.
You fail to obtain...
The stun setting would be in...
I want to blow it up.
Oh my God, Jim, is that what I think it is?
Yes, Doctor. It is a portable fusion power pack.
A few centimeters lower with that phaser and half this section would be history, not to mention us.
Actually, Doctor, 3.2 centimeters. And based on our proximity to the explosion and the angle of the beam...
God
Thank
damn
you,
it,
Spock.
Spock.
I think we get the point.
Alright, so can we grab this and hook this up?
You pick up the portable fusion power pack.
Can we hook it up here? Can we hook it up to the transporter? Can we hook up a thing to anything?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
I bet we have to use this in the teleporter room.
Spock, would it be possible to connect the fusion power pack directly into the transporter power circuits?
Fascinating. It can be done. However, the transporter will only be able to transport a single person.
Do it, Spock. Spock, please check out the transporter.
Alrighty, the transporter is up and running.
This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using it at this time, Captain. The Enterprise is out of range for transport.
Okay. those are. Oh, that's brilliant! Oh, I just read what the next step is and I feel so dumb. I feel so fucking stupid. So, you saw me try to grab that oil before? Well, we can't take the canister, so how do we take the oil? The empty hypo, duh! That's brilliant. That I should have picked up on.
The hypo is now filled with multipurpose oil.
Okay, the question is where would we need oil? Alright, I think I need to find another cable for this thing at this point. There's only one room that I haven't really found anything in, and that is that room outside the transporter room. Oh, look at this. It's the same kind of thing hanging from the ceiling.
You pick up a length of cable.
Why am I not surprised? Alrighty. Let's get this hooked up.
You connect a length of cable between the impulse engine and the junction box.
Please select an impedance.
Spock?
Captain, the wrong setting on this particular device may cause the fusion reactors to melt down. We will have to do some research to determine the correct setting.
Okay.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Captain, this is the fusion mixture regulator for the impulse engines. There is currently no power running to it.
Oh, we need the right settings. That would be the manuals, right?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Can't I just read the fucking manuals?
This is a set of engineering technical journals.
I have a feeling I'm not using these in the right way. Where else I haven't been? Can we get to the weapons bay now?
Turbo lift access is blocked by an extremely high radiation level.
I don't know what to do. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Let's think about this. There's really nothing there on the bridge.
This turbo lift.
I know exactly where this is going, isn't it?
The oil seeps into and loosens the debris.
Really? Really?
The gears are completely cleared of debris.
The impulse power allocation controls are functional, but there is no power available, Captain. This input-output slot for the record decks is still functional, Captain.
What is this?
You take the record decks.
Ooh.
These are the auxiliary helm and navigation controls for the Republic. Though they are intact, the ship is in no condition to move under her own power.
Alright, we should be able to use these here.
Captain's log. Stardate 6087.6. The Republic is currently approaching the Vardane system. Sensors have detected unusual energy fluctuations near one of the Vardanian moons. Starfleet has ordered us to investigate. Captain's log, stardate 6087.8. We are under attack by 2 unidentified ships. I don't know how they could have approached undetected. They must have some kind of cloaking device, although there are no reports of Romulans in this sector.
Oh, I think I'm supposed to use these in here to read them.
Captain's log,
I get it now.
Stardate 6088.1. We have successfully driven off our assailants. Major damage has been sustained by our warp engines. Communications has reported that USS Enterprise is in sector. I requested Mr. Scott's assistance in repairing damage to the Republic. With luck, we will be fully operational in a couple of days.
Okay, so give me the fourth one. What the fuck happened?
Captain's log, stardate 6088.5. First Officer Andrade commanding. The Enterprise has inexplicably opened fire upon us. Captain Patterson has been mortally wounded. We have sustained major damage to all systems. Impulse power is out. We cannot understand why.
There are no more log decks, Captain.
Okay. Now we can use this to read these. Find the answer, Spock!
Captain, I have examined the engineering journals. According to Chapter 18, we can run...
Jim, do we really need a lesson in starship engineering?
Yes!
Spock, just tell me if they will help.
Why, yes, Captain.
I need to read them again, or...?
I have memorized all pertinent...
Okay, cool. Thank you, Spock, for your lovely memory. Oh, you know what? We should... Let's make sure we don't forget stuff. You know, we may need to grab some inexplicable piece of garbage off the floor.
Mr. Spock, what is the status of the ship's computer?
There is extensive damage to the main processing unit of the ship's computer. It will take several days at a starbase to repair.
We don't have several days, Mr. Spock.
Unless we can find a suitable computational alternative, there will be no way to control the ship's systems.
That's just great, Spock. We don't exactly carry an M5 computer in our inventory.
Correct, Doctor. However, there may be another alternative. Linked tricorders, along with the circuits in the data reader, should have the processing power necessary to control a single starship system.
Thank goodness for parallel processing. I don't know what computers could do without it.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Okay. Yes, the red shirt spoke. The red shirts speak from time to time. Okay. So now I need to go back to sickbay to get to engineering through here.
Please select an impedance.
Spock?
Captain, the information obtained from the engineering journals indicates the correct impedance setting to be 19,000 ohms.
Go ahead and adjust the settings, Spock.
Power has now been restored, Captain.
Beautiful.
this turbo lift. Turbo lift access.
Spock, please check out the
I don't know if we really have a reason to use it yet, but I am kind of...
This unit is fully functional, but I do not see the logic in using...
Kirk to Enterprise. Kirk to Enterprise.
Enterprise here. We're still tracking the distress call. Are you all right, sir?
Yes, Uhura. Just wanted a status report. Kirk out.
Okay. If there's anything else we could really do there. But we do have power now.
Spock, what is the situation with the impulse engines?
The main computer is too badly damaged to actively control the power circuits.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. Mr. Spock, what is the status of the ship's computer?
There is extensive...
We don't have several...
Unless we can...
That's just great.
Correct, Doctor.
Thank goodness for...
There we go.
Spock crudely attaches the science tricorder to the computer console.
Spock, what is the situation?
The main computer is too badly...
Mr. Spock, what is the status?
There is extensive damage to the main processing unit of the ship's computer.
We don't have several...
Unless we...
That's just
correct, Doctor.
Thank goodness for...
Mr. Spock, what is the condition of the...
There is no power allocated to the weapons system, Captain.
No power allocated to the weapons.
There is nothing at the moment for me to... There is nothing at the moment. There is nothing at the moment for...
The auxiliary control room view screen is still operating. It is displaying a view of empty space. This is the auxiliary ship damage display. Red flashing damage indicators dominate its surface. Science tricorder taken.
Okay,
Mr.
let's try
Spock,
this.
what is the status?
There is...
We don't have several...
Unless we can find a...
That's just great.
Correct, Doctor.
Thank goodness for...
Let's try using the science tricorder too.
Spock
Or the medical tricorder. I probably need them both, right?
Spock crudely attaches the medical tricorder to the computer console.
Both tricorders are rigged into the main computer's central processing unit. We now have enough computational power to control a single ship's system.
Right. And now we get to choose. What do we control?
Mr. Spock, what is the status of the ship's computer?
The tricorders are currently operating at 12.69...
Captain, look! An Alassi ship!
That ship was cloaked.
Fascinating.
Is that all you can say?
Captain, I suggest we try to raise the shields.
There is no response.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. Mr. Spock, what is the condition of the fire control system?
There is no power allocated to the weapons system, Captain.
We about to die.
Mr. Spock, what is the status?
The tricorders are... Turbo lift access is blocked.
I'm so lost here.
They are jamming all frequencies, Captain. We will not be able to contact the Enterprise.
There is no response.
There is nothing at the moment.
Can we use the transporter now?
This turbo lift.
I'm so confused.
Spock, please check.
This unit is fully functional, but...
Spock, please check out the...
Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter.
Spock, please check out the
Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter.
No idea. Alright, let's look at this walkthrough and make sure we did everything. Get the saw. Get the support beam, we did that. Get the hypo and the drill. Get the cables, get the power pack, get the oil, and the engineering journals. Tells me to go here and then down and then go to the weapons bay, but the weapons bay isn't accessible. So this is where I'm getting stuck, is I need to get to the weapons bay and it's not letting
Turbo
me
lift
in.
access.
But I've done everything else, so why is this happening? Get the kilo. Right and down. both cables on the ground holes on the consoles. Huh. It looks like I've done everything.
This turbo lift cannot...
I think the game might be genuinely borked at this time.
With impulse power online and the tricorders performing computer control, I can divert power to...
Weapons. Shields.
Shields are up, sir.
Yeah.
Captain, we are being hailed by the Alassi, Captain.
Of course we are!
Put it on screen, Spock.
Well, if it isn't Captain Kirk. Fancy meeting you out here all alone in such a shabby starship.
What do you want?
You should be more civil, considering your Enterprise is far away on a mercy mission helping that poor traitor.
It was a setup?
Of course it was.
I can see why they made you Captain.
I assume since you haven't blasted us to bits, you want something.
Why, yes I do. It seems you failed to give one of my associates some rather important information.
The Masada, I presume. You want the locations of all your imprisoned comrades?
Yes, Kirk. The Republic's computers will have the data just as your Enterprise would. I give you 1 minute to comply.
Just try and get it. You can't threaten me. It will take time. The controls are smashed and the main computer's badly damaged. It will take hours to get power to the computer banks. Just try and get... It will take time.
Let's say that.
The control...
Maybe I should just pump a few torpedoes into your shields and check it out for myself.
The Republic will fall apart if you fire on us. Then you'll never get the data.
All right, Kirk. We'll do it your way. I would rather not kill you. Besides, as an old friend that wants to meet you, I give you 30 minutes. And remember, no tricks.
Captain, the main computer is far beyond...
Shut up, Spock.
30 minutes then. Kirk out.
Save new game. Replay.
Alright. I'm following the walkthrough at this point just because I have no idea what to do. Okay, so we use the communicator. Wait a minute.
Jim, since we do not have what they...
Okay. Head to the sick bay. Head to the transporter room. Apparently we should be able to do this now.
I failed to see the lot.
Do what I fucking tell you. Fucking do it!
This unit
We haven't
is fully
died yet.
functional, but I do not... I failed to see the... I failed to see the... I failed to see the lot... I failed to see the... I failed to see the... I failed to see the logic. I failed to see the lot...
This is what it's telling me power pack at the top slot on the right while you use Spock with the transporter control 3 times.
Spock, please check.
This unit is full.
There is nothing at the moment. There is nothing at the moment from. There is nothing at the moment. There is nothing at the moment for me to.
I fail to see the.
You fail to obtain any. You fail to obtain.
I think the game is actually fucked at this point because
these controls set the coordinates for the transporter.
Spock, please check out.
This unit is fully functional. They are jamming all frequencies, Captain. We will not be able to contact the Enterprise.
yeah, I think this is totally fucked.
I fail to see the. I fail to see. I fail to see the. Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter. Captain, there are no coordinates set for the transporter. Captain, there are no coordinates. This unit is fully functional. This turbo lift.
I'm so lost. We were able to contact people here.
They are jamming all frequencies.
Yeah, I'm really at a loss, guys. The end looks like a big clusterfuck anyway. Honestly, all we basically do is get back onto the Enterprise and fight the Elastic Pirates. Which I'm not surprised about, because we didn't have a fight in the beginning of this chapter, so it makes sense that it would end with one. But it looks like this game is not beatable at this point, because something happened to it. And I'm really not quite sure what it is. I feel kind of bummed that it's gonna end this way, but it appears to be the way that it is. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody that's still interested in the makeup is still here. Otherwise, I'm probably just gonna end the stream and find somebody to
save new replay. Yes, quit the game.
Find somebody to raid. Sucks that it had to end that way, but unfortunately these old games act really weird. Let's see. Let's go raid Taylor May because he's awesome. And we really get to see him. So we're going to go raid Taylor May. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope that you liked the makeup stream. I hope that you guys may be interested in more in the future. I don't know. Let me know. Tell me if you like the idea of, like, you know, people getting to pick, like, makeup for me to put on when stuff goes poorly or when people sub or whatever the case may be. I don't know. You guys let me know what you want to see. Thank you so much. I love your faces. We're going to go raid a queen. I will see you guys very soon. I love you very much. Have a lovely evening.